So this is local news.
Let,
this happened
set the
about
scene.
15 minutes away up north of me. So it's really close. I used to go to that town to do when I was doing inventory. So it's a local man arrested after reported home burglary. Right? So the story title already says he got arrested after reporting that his home was being burglared. Okay? On Sunday, police charged William Cheeser, or is it Chesser, 28 of Warren, with discharging a firearm in city limits. So now he was arrested for reporting a home burglary, and he shot a gun. So it sounds like self-defense in his home, right?
No.
Well, it sounds like.
Okay, go ahead, Bruce.
You
If
thought
he was
you knew the
reporting a
whole
burglary,
story.
shots have been fired.
You thought you knew the whole story. Well, think again.
All right,
Wait, y'all know this story? You and Bruce
we
have already
do.
read this?
I was bored one day and I was looking at all the people that's been arrested in my area. And I saw his picture and I read the description and I was reading it and I'm like, what the fuck happened? So I'm like, I go to the news article and it's as fucking crazy as I thought it was. It's the most fucked up. It's a hilarious story. So go ahead and read it. Take it from the top.
I'm listening.
Now,
So far it sounds
that's
like
just the title and then the short
self-defense.
description. That's not even the details. That's just the titles. This is how the article goes, and I'm gonna break it down. Watch what happens. According to the report, he said he heard knocking on the windows, cars driving up and down past his house, and other noises from inside the house. So he's tweaking out. He's seeing cars everywhere. He's hearing knocks, and he said he hears someone. He then ran upstairs into one of his bedrooms, where he jumped out of a 2-story window and ran over to his neighbor's house. So he hears someone inside the house. He's like, "Oh shit!" So he opens up the window and jumps out. Right. And he goes to the neighbor's house to call the police. That's okay? That's the story.
I'm with you so far.
As officers were checking the house...
Goes to call the police.
Yeah. So as the officers were checking the house, Chester and his neighbors stayed in the car. So the police show up, they go in, they search it, and they don't see no one in there. So they're like, dude's like, all right, no one's in there. And the dude was chilling with the neighbors the entire time, okay? According to the police report, a second-story window was open and another was broken. So now the story's changing. He didn't just jump out the window. There was also a window broken somehow. What happened?
There's also a window broken, yep.
The front door was kicked in. Who kicked in the door? As officers walked into the home to check if anyone was injured inside, they could smell gunpowder and see smoke. The drywall leading upstairs had bullet holes throughout it. So now there's a whole fucking gunfight going on in there. There's smoke.
This dude fucking everybody.
This shit going down in his house. So they like, oh shit, it wasn't just dude jumped out the window. It's dudes was in there blasted apparently.
Yeah.
So this story completely changing as it goes on. Okay. At the top of the stairs, an AK-47 was laying on the floor in the hallway along with rifle casings.
AK
He
out
was
of nowhere.
blah, 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 blah. He was chopping at them, bro.
He wasn't playing around, but he was really
He was
busting.
chopping at them, bro.
He pulled the chopper,
the drug
bruh.
cartel
He
apparently
started
pulled up
blasting.
and started chopping, and he chopped back. Blah, 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 blah. They was getting fucked up.
Cooking it up with the AK.
He was laying down suppressive fire, apparently. And
Dude, not playing around.
And then it says a
Dude was
Detective
not
Special
playing games.
38 was also located. So the dude had an
Another
AK
gun.
and a 38,
And the
man. He was
38.
strapped.
It's high
He was
noon.
double strapped. He had a secondary.
dude
He
had an
had to
arsenal.
reload. He was like, oh shit,
Dude.
secondary.
Dude had an arsenal with him.
Okay, so it says, when the house was cleared, officers spoke with Chester about the guns. Chester said he used both guns to fire several shots throughout the home because he was scared someone was breaking in. So he thought someone was breaking in, so he laid down suppressive
his.
fire, blah, 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 to scare him away. Like, get the fuck out of here, blah, blah, blah. So that was his plan. He didn't even know if they were in. He was just letting it go, you know? He was just chopping.
He was not taking any chances.
No chances,
He
bro.
don't play no games.
Yep.
No questions asked. It's on site, bro, like Tom and Jerry.
So the story develops. Police said they found marijuana and drug contraband in the home and are investigating. So apparently the dude was baked as fuck while this shit was going on.
Nancy Drew, #weed to blame.
Good question. Chester was not charged in connection to the drugs reportedly found, though. So I don't understand what the fuck. So what? They weren't his drugs? That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
If he wasn't high or something when this happened, whose drugs is it?
I'll take their mind then.
Where are the drugs?
So that's a plot hole right there. What the fuck? It says
You
after
thought you knew the
running.
whole story? The cops put those drugs there. No.
Yeah, no. After running Chester's information through the dispatch, officers learned that he had a warrant for traffic fines of $1,103.
God
He
damn.
was then taken to the jail because of the traffic fines is what did him in. Not all the guns and the chopping and the drugs in the window
Not
and all
the
the
drugs,
shit.
not the guns being blasted. It was the traffic tickets.
He was like, ah, shit, that red light got me. What the fuck?
That red light.
And
Dude
that's
just
the
like-
story.
bro, his house had a gun.
That's all we
His
got
house
from the
had a gun.
story.
He had to put it
So,
down.
So,
let
our
me
joke
summarize
was,
this. Dude was
so-
tweaking. Dude jumped out the window to call the cops. Cops show
Yep.
up. They find
I think he had
bullet
multiple
holes out the house.
personalities.
An AK.
So-
Dude was bucking and shit that wasn't there. He was tweaking out of his fucking mind. Found some drugs, and then at the end of the day, what got him was a traffic ticket.
Yeah, I know. It was a completely different
Exactly.
incident.
Fuck.
So our joke was he saw the AK, he started chopping the AK, his memory got wiped out. And then he dropped the AK. He saw the AK on the ground, he pulled out his sidearm like, oh shit, the AK started blasting at me. So he started shooting at the AK was the joke. The dude
The
was
house has a
tweaking.
gun.
He's like, the house has a gun.
This
He
dude
thought the house
was,
was trying to kill
being
him.
Mason from Black Ops 1. He was seeing Reznov.
Yep.
This dude was like, yo, Reznov. He was bucking at Reznov. Reznov had the AK. He was bucking at him.
He's like, oh shit, the Russians are here. This dude was straight.
The numbers, what did they
shit.
mean? He was bucking at him.
My favorite shit though is the fact that he did all that and then he like called the cops. I don't know what's going on in there. I have not the slightest idea.
This dude was super tweaking.
He was
oh
so
my
faded
God.
he forgot what happened.
Listen, I don't know what this man was on, but I'm down to try.
I know, that's what I'm
Man.
saying,
was
bro.
on some utter
was
shit.
Struggling,
He was
man.
clearly tweaking
Yeah,
off of
what to
something
do
not
with his
illegal
life.
because they
This
didn't
man had
arrest him for it.
schizophrenia to the max. He was hearing footsteps and voices, put out the nearest AK he could find, started bucking at him.
The fact that he just had the AK just lying
I know.
around.
He
AK
just chilling in the
Who the
closet.
fuck?
Just
He's like, this is
chilling,
why I
pull it
bought
out.
this. This
Bucking
is one
at
of
him.
those moments.
This is why I bought the AK when I started hearing footsteps. I knew what happened. I knew what happened.
I was ready
Started
for
Like he
bugging
didn't
at him.
look if anyone was there. Like he just started blasting.
This dude didn't
man.
sleep and clear nothing. He just started spraying.
Hope, prayed, and sprayed, man. That's all he can do. They came back and emptied another clip.
This dude had
of a
one health
38.
afraid he was gonna get headshotted. He just started spraying through the wall.
Yo, he had the ice water effect going on, but he knew somebody was there. It just had to keep shooting. He just emptied the clip.
It was rainbow. See, the way the footsteps work is they go around walls. He thought he heard him on the footsteps.
Yeah.
He thought he heard him on the. He thought he heard him on the staircase.
Downstairs, yeah.
They was him on the roof.
They was on the roof.
Oh, yeah. And
He
then
never
the
shot
other
at
part
the
of the
roof. He didn't
story.
think of that.
So there's another part of the story that makes no sense, is never answered. He jumped out of one window, but he broke the other. So I was asking, so what did he do? Punched? It was a rainbow. It was someone on the roof zip lining.
Yeah,
was
that's
Yeah,
all
he
in my
zip
story.
lined.
He
He
thought
hit
he
it.
heard him on the staircase.
Yep.
It was really Fuse on the roof.
Yep.
And Fuse was going down to Fuse the window.
Yep.
And he heard it and he went out the window. He jumped. He's like, I ain't
He's
getting
like,
no
"Oh, shit."
hockey puck. He jumped out the window.
He a pro.
And the whole time,
He a
the whole
pro.
time, Fuse was going through the animation, right? So Fuse couldn't get out the animation to buck at him. So by the time Fuse got out the animation, you know, the team was spotting him. Like, he hopped out the window, he was being spotted, he was out there for 3 seconds. Fuse was like, oh shit, he gonna buck at me. Instead, the dude ducked behind the car and started calling the police. He didn't even try to
He
shoot
went
back
to
at
his
Fuse.
neighbor's
Yep,
house.
that's a
He
good
went to
point.
his neighbor's house
So the
and
point
just-
is, he jumped out. He knew Fuse was up there, but he was out of ammo from fighting the people in the house.
He was out of ammo. He
So
sprayed
he had
everything, bro. He had
nothing
nothing
left.
left. He had no pizza left.
Nobody had nothing
He
left.
threw the kitchen sink.
He
No,
threw the
no, no,
he threw
this
the
dude was
weed at
running.
them. He threw the weed. At, oh, take this weed. Be back.
No, this dude.
Bitch, be
This
gone.
dude.
He started throwing
This
weed.
dude was playing his Jaeger with the shotgun. He was running barbed wire. He fucked up. He didn't run pizza. He couldn't throw a pizza at the window. He just yeeted out the window. But he had a
So-
shotgun, so he couldn't buck back at Fuse.
So we don't
So
know
he just
how the
had to
window was
run.
broken. Like, it's just so funny. We can do
Like, there's
anything
two-
with it.
there's a window open and the window.
No.
broke. Did he
The
jump
window was
through?
broken because Fuse was fusing. Like, when Fuse places his thing, the glass
Yeah.
on the other side gets broken.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
hole in the window. That's what happened. Fuse was fusing. He said, fuck this, I'm out. I ain't got no ammo. So he yeeted out the window.
Oh, man.
He tried to pull a Suko and go out the window and
Yep.
shoot him, but he couldn't see Fuse, so he just ran. He was like, I'm calling the cops. He was gone.
Oh, he's like,
Golly.
See what that house
That
was
dude
wearing?
was super tweaking.
That's
that
what
dude
we're
was in a
saying.
1v1 and panicked.
Yep.
He was in a 1v1 and panicked, fam.
Yeah, the pressure got to
Kicker
him, man.
clutch.
He thought
Yo,
he
the
was
dudes
downstairs,
didn't
but he wasn't.
dude-
And then he was like, hey, yo, and then he pulled a me. He's like, I didn't have a 1v1. I don't know what you're talking about. That didn't happen. I don't know what
And he
happened
was-
in there.
And that it makes perfect sense. Because he was Jaeger with the shotgun, so he was 3 speed, so he got behind the car to the neighbor's house before Fuse could get out of his animation. He was gone. He was across the street in no
He
time.
was clearly gone.
Golly. He took damage on the way down. He was at a good 23 health by the time he got across the street.
But that's the story, man. That's a
Shit
good
be
one,
popping
right?
off Brent, Ohio with them drugs.
Yeah, with the heroin
Shit be
bro.
popping. Oh,
And
y'all
then,
got
the
them
traffic
good drugs
tickets,
over
man.
there,
We don't know
fam.
what he did. I wonder how he got those. Well, we don't know.
And at the end of the day, it was the traffic tickets that did it.
What?
Day it was a
How do you get
traffic ticket,
$1,000
bro.
of traffic tickets? What was he doing? Parallel? He was parking on the
RKO
wrong side
out
of
of
the road.
nowhere with the traffic ticket.
Not
Yeah.
the guns, not the weed, traffic tickets.
I mean, and by this time, Fuse had done got in and secured the area, so he lost.
Game
And then
over.
the traffic tickets got him. Like, God, that's a shame.
With upgrades like those, he never stood a chance.
So that was a good story, right? Glad we saved it for
He
you.
heard it. He heard a big 3. Yeah, that was a good story. He heard a big 3 armor clunking motherfucker on the roof. Thought you heard him on the staircase. Just started bucking at the staircase. God damn.